Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to do simple random sampling in Google Sheets. So the first thing we're going to do is we have a data set, which is the population. We have 36 students that are in 3 different schools, and each school has different teams. So for example, the Garneau school has 4 players in team A, 4 players in team B, and I think there's 4 players per team in all the schools. So that's pretty straightforward. And finally, the last column is the score, which is just, you can think about it as a school score, like a school average. So 66% out of 100, it's from 0 to 100. And here's the histogram that shows the distribution of scores. Some athletes have really low score. Some athletes have very high score. It's, I don't know, maybe-ish normally distributed, a little bit skewed to the left. Doesn't really matter. What matters is that the average is 65, so that's the true population average. The median is 66, but they're close enough that we don't need to worry too much about the skew. And so that's the true population parameters. And now we're going to take a sample of 8 athletes. So again, we have 36, and for some reason we want to take a sample of 8 of those athletes. So the first thing I'm going to do, and you probably want to do the same thing as well when you run analyses in Google Sheets, is to create another sheet entirely. So to duplicate your data, I'll rename it. So I'm doing a double click. You can also right click and then rename. And let's call this simple random sampling. We'll just do population here, population, and then sample. So we'll do that. The sample size is 8. Technically it's small n, but that doesn't really matter. So the easiest way to do this is to select all your data. Again, I'm just clicking in the first cell, dragging across, dragging down. So I select the whole data set, and then we go in data, and then you could do sort range and these kinds of things, but we'll just do randomize range. So we're just going to randomize this range. And you see that you have the players are not in order. And I can do it again. So data, randomize range, and the 35th out of 36 players is in first place now. So this would be your random sample. It's the first 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, to take the average, you would do equals average. It suggests the whole column. So that's not what we want to do. We want to take the column, the average of the first 8 scores. And so the average is this. Let's round it to the unit place as well. And then we'll take the median of the first 8. And you see that if you repeat this, like this is close enough, it's 70 versus 65. But if you repeat this, again, I'll select my data. The faster way to select your data is to select the first row and then Control Shift and then the downwards arrow. It selects your whole data set. And then data, randomize range. And you see that with a small sample size like this, it'll rarely reflect the exact population average. But I mean, as we grow towards the entire population size, you will reflect more of it. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, the link of the Google Sheets will be in the description below. And make sure to watch the next videos because we're going to cover stratified sampling, cluster sampling, and systematic sampling.